Hey, just a quick CNC update. There it is. So we're starting to get the machine in its new home. It's this shadowy corner. I haven't got lights set yet, but this blue line is going to be a wall built around it. Hello, Bondo. Door here, so this will be like a little soundproof corner. But I needed to get all my drivers and stuff mounted, and I cannot tell you, I highly recommend using an old computer CPU case. It makes so much sense. Okay, so I needed 5 volts, 12 volts, and 24 volts. And I've got my 5 and my 12 right from the computer power supply, which is conveniently mounted right there. It happens to have a conveniently accessible plug on the back. I have a parallel port that I need to access, and I conveniently put it in the hole where the parallel port goes. So that worked. And then the rest is just kind of gravy. I got, the drivers set. There's a 24 volt supply for the drivers. I've actually got 2 more drivers to add, and then there's a couple of relay boards in there. But the big news is I finally got this guy. Let's see if I get some light going. I got this guy hooked up. Which is pretty darn cool. I will show you what that is. I'm running off of my this is my Frankenstein compressor. This is the best air compressor I've ever owned in my entire life. This is an M-Glow. We call them constant runs. It's basically it's a framing compressor. It's a compressor that's designed to run 8 or 10 hours a day, every day, constantly, and it doesn't even cycle on and off. It runs constantly, and when the tank's full, it just bleeds off the extra air. I actually have it set up to turn on and off, but in its native habitat, it literally runs constantly. When I got this, it was a twin wheelbarrow tank, and both tanks had been rusted out. And oddly enough, I had this cheapy Campbell Hausfeld crap compressor. It's a diaphragm compressor. It's just a piece of crap. And the pump died, so I ended up welding the good M-Glow pump on the good Campbell Hausfeld tank. And I've had this for 3 or 4 years now, 5 years now, and it has just been a friggin' beast. It keeps up with my paint guns. It'll run 2 tools at once. It's a tank. Okay, so back to the good stuff. So there's that. Are you ready? 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 Here we go. Let me click on this, and you will hear it. You ready? Okay, shh. How about that? Doop. Watch. So I got my flood control, which is actually my mist control, on an actual valve. How about that? Ding! So it's just 12 volt solenoid valve, and it's running off of a relay board. And then this other guy here, that's a big old honkin' relay. It's a 30 amp, and that guy is actually going to be spindle control. I'm going to go ahead and cut in a 110 outlet and go ahead and run that to line voltage, so I can turn my spindle on and off. My goal is basically, because my bike won't be there, and this is all going to be enclosed. Actually, I can show you. We've been moving crap all day today, and just brought this over from the old house. Oops, as I get caught on the door. All right. I scored this window from the dump. 2 of these, actually. One of these went in my old shop, and then this one we just hauled over. It's god-awful heavy. It's got to weigh 250 pounds. But it's triple pane glass, and it's greater than 6 feet by almost 5 feet. So it's a huge, huge window. And that actually is going to fit basically on this whole wall. This whole wall, basically right about where this bike is, will just be one giant window. And then that, where it's nipped off, is this door with a nice big window in it. And so when I'm milling, everything's going to be sealed up for noise and dust and crap and whatever else. Dust collector will be in here as well. And I'm also going to vent this out, maybe that window, or I might run it out the same window where I have plywood with the dust collector. And that's it. So the goal is, once it's all kind of sealed in there, I can basically just hit go from the outside, and the spindle will be taken care of, the dust will be taken care of, and the coolant will be taken care of, the mist coolant. So there you go. There's your little update. Throw everything in a computer case. Makes just a gosh darn huge amount of sense. And I got automatic cooling and automatic spindle now. So my machine is just getting better and better. So there you go. CNC update. Ting!